Portrait Garden is a project that I did in exchange with 11 inmates incarcerated at the Maryland Correctional Institution for Women in Jessup, Maryland. We worked together to create perennial gardens on the prison grounds, and as part of the process, I worked with the women to actually select plants that they identified with. So I thought of the project as a co-creation of self-portraits of the women through the selection of plants. The process of selecting the plants actually was designed to be a self-reflective exercise, and so that sort of started the process of a kind of looking inside, thinking about also the plant qualities, like the shape of the plant, the texture of the plant, the color, when it blooms. Each woman considered these things when they selected the plants. Also, I did audio interviews with the women, and from those interviews, I selected a plant to represent each woman. Then we created the gardens, planted them on the grounds, and the women were responsible for caring for the gardens. When the plants came up, I photographed the plants, and those portraits of those plants, along with the audio interviews, came to form an exhibition. So the project was disseminated in two different ways, and the first way was I created these posters for the Baltimore Light Rail, and they were on the trains for 2 months in Baltimore City. And the posters had QR codes on them so that when you're in the train, you could scan them with a mobile phone and listen to the interview on your phone. Many of the women grew up in Baltimore, so this was a way to put them back into the city and have their voices heard by a wide public. But I also wanted to bring the project into the prison itself so the women could see the photographs. So I staged an exhibition there and worked with the women to hang it inside the building where they have visitors. Before we did the installation, I gave them some art supplies and encouraged them to do any kind of drawings or representations or poetry that sort of reflect on the whole process. And so they did that, and we exhibited those along with my photographs inside the prison. I really realized how similar I am to these women, that we had so much in common, and that really the line between me and them is very thin. Working and improving the environment is not just something that they can just do to keep themselves busy, but that actually it can be enriching and serve a kind of therapeutic role in their lives.